It's hard not to get excited about properties when you're liaising with Rees and Brett because they're excited for you.
They had a really high energy.
Rees, amazing people skills.
We found him delightful to deal with, to talk to in every interaction.
Rees has a real magnetism about him. I believe his approachable nature harvests a trusting relationship between vendor and purchaser, which can sometimes be lacking in the Sydney market. He gained our trust quite easily.
Knowing that you're in trusted hands with an agent's a really important thing, because I think, like I say, you don't do it very often in your life that you're selling property unless you're buying investment properties.
Our property was tenanted, and Rees's enthusiastic persona and transparency gained valuable trust with our tenant.
They've got a lot of construction knowledge, so they know how homes are built.
Brett and Rees's view is that it has to be cost effective, so design excellence, but then it has to be very practical as well.
Yeah, Rees had a very good eye when he looked at our property for what its selling points were, and he explained how a few little cosmetic touches could greatly enhance that, and then he organised all of that himself. We almost didn't have to lift a finger.
Rees came in, made me declutter twice. The touch of cushions, artwork, splashes of colour. Just invaluable to have an external person look at your home and make it a home that might suit a whole raft of other people.
I think Brett's design too is quite unique in that it's about how you use the home.
He could come up with so many options, and all very good options to use a tiny amount of space. It's unbelievable.
I had a 3-bedroom home, but the top room was an attic room, and I had it set up as an office. Brett suggested that it needed to be converted to a bedroom. I thought people would be able to turn it into a bedroom as and when they wanted to, but he said it was really critical to the sale of the home that I made it easy for people to see that it was a 3-bedroom property. Ultimately, I did that, and it worked a treat.
I found Rees to be very hands-on.
Well, Rees even one day picked me up in his car with his children. We went to Bunnings and he helped me buy a couple of pots for my plants that I'm keeping in the garden. So I think those little special things, really add to the relationship.
His approach is to help people feel good about where they're living, and his real interest is in people.
We had 5 different companies we were talking to, and Brett and Rees were the only ones that were actually listening to what we wanted.
Their care is very genuine. I think they see their future and their success is all about you being happy. It's more than just a transaction for them.
Their integrity was just incredible.
You feel like you're a valued customer.
That they go that extra mile for you. I've never encountered that before.
I think we'd rate the overall process as exemplary.
We had great faith in what they could do, and they delivered.
I can't think of anything that could have been done better at any step of the way.
They really eliminated a lot of the stress out of selling a property.
We got the result we wanted and better, and we're just so happy with that. It's made a difference in our lives, and I know that working with Rees and Brett, getting this kind of outcome can make a lot of difference in many other people's lives.
Even if people aren't selling, I've said, if you're ever going to sell, you need to be with Rees and Brett. We'll be using them for the rest of our buying and selling career.